If landlords sell rather than re-let, the housing stock is sometimes out of the rental market altogether, shrinking the available supply for the most vulnerable. Sometimes it's just bought by another investor, of course. What about the rental safety net and its failure and the mathematical link? So what's the concept of this rental safety net failure? The systemic collapse of housing stability, where the PRS, that primary source of accommodation, can't absorb household shocks anymore, pushing all displacement directly onto the statutory safety net, aka the local authority. So what about supply loss as the input? PRS is contracting. That pool of affordable, accessible housing for low income and vulnerable households diminishes. It immediately impacts the rate of prevention. The government's own strategy aims to increase the rate of prevention to protect thousands more households from homelessness, acknowledging that the current prevention mechanisms are insufficient. Statutory system overload. Every council that exits the PRS into homelessness adds to the overwhelming demand on local councils. We see this manifested in that chilling statistic I already mentioned: a family being made homeless or threatened with homelessness every 5 minutes. Constant severe rate of crisis entry, a direct consequence of the loss of private rental stock. What about the TA bottleneck, temporary accommodation bottleneck? Well, this reduced supply and high crisis rate create an inescapable bottleneck at the final stage of statutory assistance, temporary accommodation. Not enough private homes, not enough social homes for families to move into. Therefore, household gets trapped in TA, and that spirals upwards. And this directly explains that record figure of 132,410 households now reliant on emergency accommodation or similar. This will probably be 200,000 by the end of the decade, most of the analysis believes, and certainly I believe that. Not a coincidence, it's a mathematically verifiable result of supply side economics.